This is Derek Jones. He's 14 years old and living in the Chicago area with his mom and his younger sister. One day, Derek gets into a pretty bad fight and he gets arrested by the school police officer. Derek ends up at one of the Illinois youth centers for several months. Fortunately, this youth center has a class that teaches youth how to use life skills. These life skills include listening skills, conflict resolution, coping skills, communication skills, and anger management. After 9 months, Derek returns home to begin aftercare, and he reunites with his family. It's not long before Derek gets into a heated argument with his mom, but this time, Derek tries using the skills he learned at IYC. But, because his mom didn't take those same classes, she doesn't recognize the tools he is using, she isn't able to reinforce them, and the situation escalates. Derek gives up on using those skills, and over time, he forgets them. What would this interaction look like if IYC had offered a life skills class for Mrs. Jones and she was able to reinforce his skills and better support him as he re-entered society? I'm going to explore a few instances in which educators involved guardians in educational programs to better support youth. The first is called the Perry Preschool Project, which was an enriched preschool program for African American children, where on top of the education that students received in class, the teachers would conduct weekly home visits to show parents how they could reinforce what the children were learning in school. In the experimental group, there were 58 students, and in the control group, there were 65. Both groups of students were followed throughout their life, and it was found that by the age of 28, only 7% in the experimental group had been arrested more than 5 times, in contrast to 35% of the control group. In the experimental group, 12% of the males were arrested. 49% were arrested in the control group. The SSDP was a school program for at-risk elementary youth. The SSDP helped children develop their skill set in communication, conflict resolution, and problem solving. Parents were involved in the study through the parent skill classes that taught how to monitor the behavior and discipline and reward their child. In addition, they were taught how to improve the communication and overall relationship with their child, along with how to best support them while they are learning. In this program, 199 students were in the experimental group and 709 were in the control. By 18, the SSDP youth were less likely to be involved in violent forms of delinquency compared to the control group. By 21, they were less likely to have been convicted of a crime. The Northside Achievement Zone runs a program called the Family Academy, where parents get to learn about a wide range of evidence-based parenting strategies on reward and discipline. Here is some of the feedback they received. My action plan involves creating a mandatory life skills course for guardian of children who are about to begin aftercare in order to be on the same page as soon as youth return home. The course would run for 7 weeks, each week focusing on the same skills the youth have learned, but in the context of parenting. The course would also include a session on evidence-based parenting strategies. This course would be run by professionals with a background in human services, psychology, or any similar field. Each guardian that attends would receive compensation in the form of gift cards for food, gas, or public transportation. In addition, all attendees would be provided a hot meal. Childcare would be offered each week, run by volunteers. This program can be funded by reallocating funds without exceeding the current budget for the juvenile justice system, or partially funded by corporations like Walmart or Shell who donate gift cards. So, the next time Derek and his mom get into a heated argument, they both will be equipped with the same tool set, and will be able to keep each other accountable to use these skills. Knowledge is power, and with great power comes great responsibility.